Hey Room 108 families, I just wanted to jump on here quick with a little activity to do on these rainy days. This can be a multiple day activity where you do a few letters a day, but it's going to turn out really cute once you do all the letters. So it's a My ABC book. To make this book, you're going to need paper of some sort. I used index cards so I had them handy, markers or crayons. If you're using paper, I would recommend to fold it and cut it down. Don't use a whole sheet of paper for this. You don't want to waste that much paper. If you have a lot of paper around, go for it. Use as much as you like. So to make this book, we need our front cover. Our friends know that so well. I just wrote My ABC book. You can decorate it. Let your child do whatever they please on that front cover. And then, obviously, as we go through, we're going to have one page for each letter of the alphabet. So, let's get started. Let's go for it. So we open up. Our first letter of the alphabet is the letter A. Easy peasy, all our friends know that. As you go further through the alphabet, it might get tricky for your child to remember what letter comes next. So to help them along, just sing the alphabet song. A, B, C. What's going to come next? D. Letter D would come next. So to make each page, we need to identify something that starts with the letter. So A is for, I thought of an apple. If your child's having a hard time coming up with something, you can look online for alphabet pictures. If you have an alphabet flashcard set, you can look at those. If you have a puzzle, anything to give your child some ideas. Then we're going to encourage them to draw their own picture. You're going to be so amazed with what they come up with. After that is kind of the tricky part where we're going to do our writing. For my friends who are still tracing their names, I would encourage whatever adult is doing this activity with them to write it first, maybe in a lighter color like orange or yellow or pencil, and then encourage your child to trace over the words. For my friends that are completely writing on their own, writing their own names on their own, I recommend that you let them try to write it. Might be a little tricky, this size might be small for them, but just encourage them to do their best writing left to right, starting at the top when they form each letter. So to get them to write A is for apple, there's two ways we can do this. The first way would be that you just write it down on a separate piece of paper and then allow them to copy it onto their book. The second way that you can do this is encouraging what some people call inventive spelling, which is when the children are going to spell the words the way they sound after they sound them out. So if we're writing the word apple, we're going to encourage our children to sound it out. So apple, ah, we know apple starts with the letter A. P. What letter says P? P. P. I hear a sound. What letter says U. P. L. What letter says L? L. So if your child's doing inventive spelling, this might be how they spell out apple, and that is perfectly fine because really, apple, it is how it sounds, the word apple. In pre-K and even into kindergarten, inventive spelling is a-okay for these kids. So if you want your child to practice their letter sounds, this is a great way to practice their writing and their spelling. If you prefer them, again, you're the teachers at home right now, so it's the way that you prefer. If you prefer them to write out the words with the correct spelling, then just write it down, like I said, on a different piece of paper, and then have them copy it onto their final project. I can't wait to see what you all come up with for all these letters. Some of those letters get a little tricky, so I'm very excited to see what you have. So I'll read you my ABC book, what I have so far. My ABC book. A is for apple. B is for ball. C is for cat. Which one comes next? D. So I have to keep going. I have to keep making my book. But like I said, this can be a multiple day project. Maybe you do a few letters each day, and then you'll have a really awesome book that you can keep. Have so much fun, friends. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Bye.